Hey, it's Tristan from SUVRVing.com, the blog, and SUVRVing, the book, which you can find on Amazon. And in this video I'm going to show you how I store things in my SUV. I've spent hundreds of nights in it, camping in it, I've driven thousands of miles, and I take a fair amount of stuff with me on my trips, and so I'll show you how I best make use of this space. I have a little 2011 Toyota RAV4. It is not the largest SUV in the world. It's just a little guy, but even with a lot of stuff, it is actually surprisingly comfortable if you know how to pack it right. And so in this video I'm going to show you the different ways that I store things. For smaller things I use built-in storage like center console and all of these little nooks and crannies. I've got one there, got another over here. Got the glove compartment down here, got this little glove compartment on top, second glove compartment, and then I've got space in the doors. Nothing over there right now. But in this one, this is where I keep my fold-up windshield sunshade and an umbrella. This is the back of the SUV, and I'm going to show you the biggest built-in storage that I have. It's actually I call it a trunk. It's actually underneath all of this stuff. It's underneath the ground here, so I'll show you that. Here it is when it's opened up. I put this PVC brace here to keep it open, but there's a lot of stuff in there. Right now I've got a climbing rope, shoes, extra clothes, tools. It goes back pretty far and is about 8 inches deep at its deepest. So a lot of great storage back there, and I use that for stuff that I don't use every day, but I still like to have with me on a trip. One of my favorite storage methods, and one that would work well in a lot of SUVs, is the shelf that you see in the back here. This thing. So what this is a, I think it's marketed as a cargo net, and this particular one is built specifically for this model of my car, my SUV. It's essentially just 2 aluminum pipes. There's one over here and then one over there, and they fit into holes in the side of the SUV. Between the pipes there's this netting. I wanted a harder surface, so I got this little thin plywood and just used zip ties to tie it down there. One of my favorite things about this particular net, or this particular shelf, is that when you go inside, I can lift it up and there's extra storage under there. That's where I put my clothes usually when I'm traveling. And so in addition to, of course, what's underneath there, the clothes, I have the stuff that's on top of the shelf. So I've got this little set of plastic drawers with a basket on top. Got a stack of Ziploc bags. I use those a lot, so I like to have those handy. Over here I've got a blanket with a folding Crazy Creek chair on top of it. And then on top of that is a shower I made out of a weed sprayer. To the side of the shelf you can see that green thing over there, right here. That's my chair that I use, and I have a couple other things stored over there, like some trekking poles. And on the right side of it, this is where I keep my jackets. I understand that your SUV may not have a shelf designed specifically for it, but you could make one pretty easily out of just maybe a sheet of plywood and some 2x4s or some pipes or something. You saw the big black plastic bin that I have over here. That holds a ton of stuff. And I can actually have 2 of these in the back. So I can have this one here, and then I can have another one here. This is my bed, but it's just an inflatable camping mattress. And it rolls up really easily. So if I have a lot of stuff, I can have a second big plastic bin here and have my bed folded up. And then when I'm ready to sleep at night, I take this bin out and I put it on top of the shelf. Of course, I'd have to clear these things off in order to do that. Or I could put the bin on top of the SUV or on the ground outside. But the idea is that I can put that bin on top, and then I have some PVC plastic support legs that I use to go from about here up to here, one in the front and then one in the back, to help support the bars of my little shelf there. And then you've got on the ground storage. Here I put my shoes usually, and that yellow bottle is my pee bottle for when I need to pee in the middle of the night but don't want to get out of the car for whatever reason. On the ground over here, I have a big plastic bin on the ground. Actually, it's a relatively small plastic bin. And then a bear canister. And these are what I store my food in. On top of the seat, that's another place for storage, on-seat storage. You can see back here in the back I have a large 3-bin plastic drawer set that holds a lot of stuff. I can also put stuff on top of that. When I'm driving, I usually have a book or a little binder for notes or some maps on the passenger side seat there. On the ground in front of that seat, in that bag, I have water bottles. Let me show you. I keep water bottles in there, and then on the ground, I've got a larger 1-gallon jug. I usually have a couple of those larger water jugs there, and then a bunch of smaller water bottles. And putting them in this bag, it just keeps them from rolling around too much. I like to use the gaps between the seats and the center console for things like books and maps. I've got a nationwide road atlas here, and I've got just a spiral notebook right there. I do use a couple aftermarket organizers. I have a visor organizer here. It's got a zipper that I use for receipts, and then a few other pockets, and then I have a pair of sunglasses right in there. I have another organizer on this visor. This one is specifically for sunglasses. I have 3 pairs of sunglasses, so I usually have 2 right there, and then the one over here. More built-in storage up here. There's the other set of sunglasses. Usually I keep my prescription glasses over there. You can also use the seats themselves for storage. I've attached a box of Kleenex to the headrest over here, just with a strap and buckle. Got my toilet paper roll there. And I've got my hat over on this headrest over here. You can store a lot in the seat back pockets. I've got mosquito nets and a carbon monoxide detector, and over here I've got another mosquito net and more magnets and a small towel. And then you can go under the seats. I don't know if you could see it, but I do keep a few things underneath the seats. I have a first aid kit and a fan and a couple other things that I use occasionally. More storage on the side door here. This is some bear spray. I don't keep it in there during the summer when it's super hot, but because I don't want it to explode, but I do keep it in there sometimes, and it's in there right now, obviously. You can also hang things from the inside of your vehicle. I have my little solar lantern there. It's not there when I'm driving. When it's driving, you can see there's a little carabiner on that side. So when I'm not driving, I clip the carabiner into this loop here on the side of my little cabinet. I have a headlamp that I like to keep attached to the grab handle over here above where I sleep. It's handy just in case I need to get out of the car in the middle of the night and don't want to take the lantern with me. Other storage options include the roof. Obviously, I usually don't carry anything up there. I'll talk about this thing in a future video. And then also, you can attach things to your hitch. So if you have bikes, you can attach a hitch-mounted bike rack, or you can get just kind of flat baskets that you can attach things to. You can get big cargo bins that attach to that to the cargo hitch. Really, there are a lot of things you can attach to the back here. You could pull a trailer, of course, if you have a lot of stuff. You can get a rooftop carrier, either a hard-sided one or one of the ones that are essentially big duffel bags that you can strap down. A lot of options. And that's it. You can see there's a lot of room for a lot of stuff in an SUV. Let me know if you have any questions or comments about my setup, and I'll try to answer them as best I can. Be sure to like the video and leave a comment and subscribe, all that good stuff. And thanks for watching.